Hey everyone, it's Ken here from the Pop Culture Junkies. Let's talk about all the books that you should be buying this week. Let's talk about all the books that you should be buying this week. First on my list, I have X-Men number 2. This is the Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage variant. There's a couple of these variants out on the books this month, but this one I'm really just showcasing. It's the only variant I bought of this issue. X-Men story. It's interesting that X-Men after Krakoa, House of X, Powers of X, the Krakoa storyline, it's a little bit removed from the Trial of Magneto storyline that's going on right now. The book is actually, I think, in a good place. It's a very much more positive vibe than where the X-Men had been. I'm really enjoying what's going on in it. Definitely think it's something you should pick up if you are interested in the X-Men. I know there were a lot of, well, not a lot of people. There were some people who really didn't enjoy the House of X, Powers of X storyline and Krakoa and whatnot. And if you want a little bit more traditional type of X-Men, this is closer to that. It still is heavily influenced by the current storylines with Krakoa and Harako, but it does have that more traditional feel to the team. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. We'll see what happens. Hickman definitely jumped off the book to do something else. I think he's overseeing all of the X lines, and so we'll see where it goes to next. The next book I want to showcase for you is the Spirits of Vengeance Spirit Rider number 1. This deals with Kushala. I did not realize that this character had debuted. I thought this was their debut. The cover really drew me in. I saw it on a final order cutoff from my local comic shop. Definitely wanted to pick it up. Caught my interest seeing the Native American take on someone possessed by the Spirit of Vengeance. When I got to the shop, they had reserved this copy for me. And then I saw this variant that is stunning. I love the contrast on this cover. That's just an awesome cover. And really got me wanting to know more about this character. Turns out she debuted in Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer's Supreme, issue 1. And I think her first cover appearance was issue 3 of that series. Both of them are kind of going up in price. You could get some weird deals on them for $5 or less a couple weeks ago, and now there's nothing for less than $30 on eBay. Definitely something I'm going to jump on, and a character I want to learn more about. I definitely want to pick up her first appearance, and then I want to look into getting her first cover appearance as well. Next on the list, we've got Sensational Wonder Woman number 6. Wonder Woman's got like 3 titles going on right now. Traditional Wonder Woman, Sensational Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman Black and Gold. And then there's Wonder Girl, if we really want to count all the Wonder Woman related books out right now. It really is a great time to be a Wonder Woman fan. Really enjoying the stories in Sensational Wonder Woman, just kind of your classic superhero escapism stories. I also really love this cover. I am not even sure who did it. It almost looks like a video game come to life on the page for me. Really enjoy it. Next up, we have 7 Secrets. This is a Boom book by Tom Taylor. If you're not reading this book, you should be reading this book. My local comic shop recommended it to me when I asked them what's a book I should be reading. I want to read something that's not DC or Marvel. What should I be reading? And they recommended this book along with another one, but it didn't come out this week, so we'll just talk about this one for now. They recommended this. I picked it up. It was on, I think, issue 2 at the time. Really enjoyed it, went back, bought issue 1, and have been on the series ever since. It's essentially about 7 secrets that could destroy the world, and each secret is kept in a briefcase by a keeper. Each of those keepers has a watcher that watches over them, right? It's like this clandestine secret society that's been around forever protecting these secrets. This book is about these 7 secrets and what goes on in protecting them from the people trying to gain access to them. And it starts off, I don't want to spoil too much of the story. You really should pick it up. It is a great story so far. Really enjoying it. I don't think there's an issue I haven't liked. I think some of them have been a little slower, but I really enjoyed each one of them. And after I finish reading each one, I can't wait for the next one to come out to see what's going to happen next. This is one of the variant covers this week. Usually I buy most of the covers, but this was just the only one I was really into this week. Great book. Definitely pick it up. You should be on this. If you're not on it, you're missing out. Next up, we've got Nice House on the Lake. Not one, but 2 covers for Nice House on the Lake this week. I pick up this book. I've asked my shop. They're great guys. Every Nice House on the Lake, I want all covers that come out for it. It is a 12-issue limited. I don't think it'll be extended. I'm okay with that. I think this is a story that's going to be well done as a singular contained story. It's a great book by James Tynion. Again, if I haven't bragged to you guys or told you guys how much I believe in Tynion's work, I wouldn't be doing my job as a YouTuber telling you what books to buy. James Tynion is absolutely the best writer in comics right now. Nice House on the Lake. It's a story of a group of friends who are brought together by another friend at a house on the lake. Turns out something's happened to the rest of the world. Their friend may have known about it, and they're here in this house together. I don't want to say much more than that. I don't want to spoil much more of it. It is a great, great story. It just entrances me when I read it. I would definitely recommend picking this book up. If you're someone who's kind of on the fence, at least pick up the collected edition when it comes out. It's going to be so worth the time and effort and money for you to get into the story. But this is what books you should be buying this week, and that's why I'm telling you, you should be buying this book this week. Speaking of Tynion, we've got Batman 111. This is the first Batman I think I've purchased where I purchased the regular cover and not the variant cardstock in a while. Really enjoy this cover, really enjoy this story with Tynion, also featuring Ghostmaker. That's for the Ghostmaker backup story in the book. That's funny. He's actually featured in the main story in this issue too. Dumb name, cool character. Miracle Molly, you can see here on the cover. She's from the Unsanity Collective. Great new character that Tynion's created in this arc. Still trying to see what exactly is going on with the Unsanity Collective and what they're going to be. Right now they're kind of a group of people who have augmented themselves with technology. They were committing some robberies that someone else was paying them for, and now they've all been set up, and Batman's been set up as well. Do enjoy the story. I think one of the odd parts of this issue in particular, they kind of made it a point for the mayor to be able to set the officers of the law out to go after vigilantes, as if that was something that wasn't in their purview or wasn't in their previous powers or scope, when clearly vigilantes are breaking the law and the police should probably be after them and shouldn't just be letting them run wild in the streets. I guess in Gotham they kind of let Batman do what he wants, and it's a weird relationship, but to have a whole story set up just so the police could go after Batman or go after vigilantes, it's probably what their relationship should be, to be honest. There probably shouldn't be a bat symbol on top of the police headquarters. Anyhow, other than that, great book, great story, great change for Batman. There's a great scene with Harley in here. I don't want to spoil too much of the book. I think you should pick it up. I think this is the part of the story I love the most this issue with Harley, right? That's right. You mess with the Bat family and you're going to get hit with a bat. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Great play on words, Tynion. Awesome, awesome story. Last up this week for books you should be picking up, I have the Immortal Hulk. This is issue 49. The next issue of this book is issue 50. It is a quadruple size finish to this storyline. After this point in time, Donny Cates will actually take over on the Hulk book, and it'll actually, I'm pretty sure, restart with a #1 of Incredible Hulk or Hulk versus the Immortal Hulk. The entire Immortal Hulk storyline has grown the Hulk character more than any other book in the last 20 years. It has done more to expand the mythology of the Hulk, what the Hulk is than any other book in the last 20 years. This is, as a Hulk fan, a book you should be on. As a comic fan, it is a book you should be on. It is coming to the end of its run, so for most of you, you may not want to track down the entire 50 issues, or 49 at this point. So you may want to look into the collected editions. I think there's a couple volumes of it out. Definitely look into picking it up. You should be reading the story. I can't put into words, I don't think, how awesome this book is for me. It does slow down in the middle issues, right around 30 to 40, and then it just picks right back up again. Even the 30 to 40 issues, though, were better than the majority of all comics coming out. The book is just that good. I think Tinian's probably the best person writing in comics right now. I think Cates is a little close. His finishes get a little off. And then there's Ewing doing the Immortal Hulk. I can't recommend this book enough. You should definitely pick it up. Unfortunately, the shop had damages, my local comic shop this week, thanks to Diamond. Don't get me started on Diamond distribution. So the only cover they had was actually this variant B cover. The A cover, I want to say, was an Alex Ross cover, and they should, once they get replacements, I will be picking those up. Definitely get on this book. Definitely get on the trades. I think it's totally worth it, and you won't be disappointed. One last feature I had for you guys was not just books you should be buying that are new, but those back issue bin finds. I know we all know about Uncanny 142 and 141. Everyone knows about them. I just happened to pick this one up. It was 20 bucks in the back issue bin. Great issue, iconic issue, great reader copy. You never know what you're gonna find when you're walking in the shop. This one happened to come up on a stream sale from my favorite local comic shop and picked it up. Something just reminds you to keep your eyes out on something. Not only new books that you should be buying this week, but also ones to keep your eye out for when you're in there. I feel like I'm cheating by saying you should keep an eye out for this book, but I'm gonna say it anyways. The other one I'm going to tell you about is this Usagi Yojimbo number 20. This is from a later run in IDW. Usagi's been around a while. The interesting portion of this book, it is the first appearance of Yakuchi Yamamoto. Yakuchi is rumored to play heavily in the cartoon of Usagi Yojimbo that's going to be coming out soon. Right now this book is 12 bucks. If this book is really about Usagi and Yukichi, I predict this book is going to grow in price. It's going to be a character, if it's the old master and the young apprentice kind of story, and that's the kind of show that they're making, this is going to become the popular character to everyone who doesn't know Usagi. And so I would advise you to be on the lookout for this book. You can get it cheap. I got it for 12 bucks. I will say my local comic shop's grades, they are fantastic. Every Very Fine I've gotten graded from them, I haven't gotten lower than a 9.4 when I sent it into CGC. I would accept a 9.0 or above for a Very Fine comic. So I do want to give a shout out to I Want More Comics, the crew. That's my local comic shop. Sean, all the guys grading, I will say their grades hold up. And if you tune into their stream sale, you'll find gems like these. So be on the lookout, guys. That's it for this week. Support your local comic shops. You never know what gems you can find. Don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We'll keep putting it out there for you. Thanks for watching. See you in a few.